The Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in partnership with the Ministry of Industrialization, Trade and Enterprise, has launched an e-mobility and green energy initiative, a roadmap to boost adoption of electric mobility and hasten green transition in the country. The electric mobility roadmap seeks to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and develop a greener economy in Kenya, in line with the outcome of the UN Global Climate Change Conference that took place in Glasgow, Scotland.
Globally, governments are embracing steps to curb transport emissions to help achieve a fully green, safe environment for all. Kenya is now taking the road to e-mobility by promoting the use of electric vehicles and motorcycles as a way to decarbonize transport.
We're looking at the electronic vehicle sector and green energy space. Our area of focus is how to mobilize and support businesses that are doing local assembly of electronic vehicles. An area of focus we're looking at are the two-wheelers, what we call the boda boda, and also we are looking at, we have members who are looking at doing the tuk-tuk electric vehicles. So that has been the main area of discussions.
The launch, dubbed e-mobility and green energy, further seeks to promote the use of climate-friendly technologies in the sectors of construction and building, agricultural enterprise, manufacturing and production industries.
The industry has been able to provide 100,000 direct and indirect jobs to Kenyans. The industry also contributes about 30 billion per annum to the government through taxation. Despite that, the biggest challenge the sector now faces is the shift from internal combustion engines, which is the infrastructure installed by the local industry presently. Nonetheless, globally, there is a shift involving green industry in the world. And this shift is to the tune of over 30 trillion US dollars. Kenya can take advantage and be a leader in the region and even Africa, a leader in green economy due to having an advantage in several fronts.
The Ministry of Industrialization, Trade and Development notes that Kenya has embarked on ongoing rapid motorization in the transport sector. The automotive industry manufactures about 30,000 vehicles in one shift, providing more than 1,000 job opportunities to Kenyans, and hence the need to solve the challenges of transport emissions.
When you talk automotive industry, you're talking about steel and the possible jobs that will come from the steel sector. When you talk about them, you're talking about mining, you're talking metal, you're talking fuel, you're talking plastic, rubber, glass, leather, textile, for car interiors. These are adjacent industries that are part of the mainstream automotive industry, thereby being able to create millions of jobs.
Kenya has already enacted legislations to incorporate electric automotives, including the Climate Change Act of 2016 and the Energy Act of 2019. The shift from fuel cars to e-bikes and e-buses has been adopted by Kenyan companies such as Car and General and Obipas, an electric vehicle manufacturer based in Nairobi that boasts of the climate benefits of electric mobility.
What we have right here is a prototype, and basically once we talk of a prototype, this is where you put a product together, you put a technical product together to test the technology. So now we have finished the testing of the technology, and even before I go into the issues about the availability of the product, one other advantage is the fact that there is no carbon dioxide emissions. Basically, almost you would say 100%, but in science we don't put 100%, but basically you have no production of carbon dioxide because it does not burn any fossil fuels. Thirdly, there is no noise. Compared with a conventional motorcycle, which is very noisy, it's not noisy. And the other fifth advantage is that it's easy to drive. Having the electric motorcycle is more like having an automatic version of a car.
The forum proposed the formation of a working group to oversee the implementation of the transition to electric mobility in Kenya. In line with the COP26 resolutions on climate change, Kenya is now on a race to net zero. Different players in the industrialization sector are now embracing e-mobility and green energy. This will see a robust use of electric motor vehicles and motorcycles on Kenyan roads. For Metropol TV, I'm Mercy Achieng.